Hey guys, it's Dulcie, your Real Hollywood trainer, and I am making tonight some onion steak. Onion steak. So I have an onion, and then I have some filet mignon. You don't have to use filet mignon. You can use a different kind of steak if you want, but the cooking time will vary by the type of steak that you have and the thickness that it is. This is a pretty thin piece of filet. It's not thick, it's petite filet. And that's what I'm gonna have. So, taking some olive oil, it's a good way to cook things with. I have a non-stick pan here, so this is gonna treat it good. And it goes. Then I'm going to take my steak, and I have some onion that's chopped up. It's chopped up, kind of fine. Not really fine. It's just kind of fine, but not really fine. If you wanted to, you could also add garlic to that mix, which I would normally do, but I just ran out of my garlic. My garlic just crapped on me, so I am just cutting a slit in these fillets so that they cook a little faster. And I'm also going to stuff some of the onion in there. So I'm just rubbing it around in that olive oil that I have in the pan. A little rub. It's getting some coating on there. Yum. Open it up and shove some of your onion or onion and garlic or just garlic mix, whatever you want, to really highlight on your steak. I have half of an onion chopped up in there. So that is one whole half of an onion for these two little steaks. And obviously it's a lot. You could have just used a quarter cup. But I'm just going to stuff the onion in there really good. And then you'll have some crispy little onions around for later. Yeah, put it in there. Wash your hands. And then season. So we'll take some pepper, put it on there. I like spicy, so I'm going to throw some crushed red pepper on there. You can or cannot if you want. I'm going to put some garlic salt on there. Again, if I had real garlic, I would have added some to it, but and when I went for it today, it was just done. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's too much salt. I'm not going to use it all. I'm just going to sprinkle a tiny bit. Bam. Get that off of there. She's good. She's ready. This steak is ready, steady, go. Putting her in there. The oven is at 400. I'm going to put it in there and leave it in there this steak is pretty thin for a filet. I'm going to leave this in there for 10 minutes. I like my steak well done. Let me just stick it in there. Get it going already. Jeez. So that's in there. It's going to start cooking. I like my meat. I don't like to see red on my meat. Everybody's different though, so you want to judge your meat cooking time by your personal preference. If you like it more on the rare side, cook it less. If you like it more well done, cook it more. But just keep in mind that the meat cooks after you take it out of the oven. It cooks a little extra longer, so you have to let it sit and breathe and cook. So if you look and check your meat in like 10 minutes, like I'm going to do, And it still looks a little red to me, but almost like I would want and really like it to be, then that's kind of the time to stop it and pull it out and let it just sit for a couple minutes. And like I said, it'll cook while it's sitting and chilling like a villain with your steak. Mew. Okay, so I'm checking on my meats. My steak has been in there for a little while. She's been in there for like 15 minutes on 400. So I'm going to check, because again, these are pretty thin steaks. And these are good. These are well done. This is how I like it. These need a few more minutes to cook. Like I said, meat cooks by itself, resting state after you pull it out. It still cooks while it's sitting there. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes. But it's definitely, it might even be a little bit over how I like it. Could be a little well done, but I like well done. I don't like my steak mooing at me. So this is good for me. Gonna let it cool. Gonna let it sit. Gonna let it do its steaky thing.